Alright guys, it's November 13th, it's rifle deer opener, West River. CJ and I aren't feeling the greatest, but we're still out here. And we're going to try to fill our tags this morning. I have an any deer tag, which, according to everybody, I shouldn't have pulled this year, but I did, so we're going to try for a mule deer, or a mule deer buck for me. And then CJ's got his eye on a pretty nice whitetail out here, West River, so wish us luck. Hopefully we don't freeze our butts off. Last year we kind of got spoiled with the rifle deer season, so kind of back to the normal temperatures and wind, so wish us luck. Whisper. Okay. Well, guys, I don't know how many yards he's at, but we got a nice muley 2x2. CJ's not going to let me shoot him. But we couldn't really tell what he was from the truck, so we kind of walked down in this creek bottom and to get a better look at him, and did some wandering around because we still couldn't get a good gauge on what he was. And he's a good buck. He's only got, but he's a 2x2, so I guess we're gonna get out of here and try to find another one. CJ and I are out here again. Just glassed up a group of muleys. I don't even know how far. All I know is that we're going on a hike. CJ said there's potentially a good buck in the group, so they just dropped down over the hill, so we're gonna go on an adventure and see if we can't shoot one for you guys. Well, guys, we found out that this buck that CJ found was yet again a 2x3, so getting up there in points. But it feels like we walked 17 years for them to just run off into the distance. So I think we're gonna hang out here for a minute, get ourselves back together, and then maybe CJ will find a whitetail that he can go after, but at this point I don't think he's having very much luck. So I'm gonna sit here for a second and then probably go back to the truck. On to the next adventure.
Alright guys, here we are with my 2021 West River whitetail here. Didn't expect to have to hike 3.5 miles in to get him, but we did anyhow. He's a gorgeous buck, out here locked down with a couple does. Mikayla made the trek in with me too. We were on a buck for her earlier, a muley, but it turned out to be like a 2x3, and she elected that it was not quite what she was looking for, so we didn't proceed. And then we found this one after we were just taking a little break and glassed him up with the does. So it's cool. Got ourselves a buck down, meat in the freezer, and it's been a hard season for me. Deer numbers are down, disease is up, hunting pressure's up, so it's been a real tough season, and it feels real good to get this one out. You can see he's got this real white face and white rack. He's definitely a prairie buck. He spends his whole life out here in the open. But it's cool. And now on to the next tag. Well, made it back to the truck. It was an 8.22 mile jaunt, and it's warm out today, and that pack out was god awful. And to top it off, we hadn't mentioned yet in the video, but we're both battling the vid, the COVID-19. It's treacherous. doing jaunts like this, and we had to ration our water on the way back. We had 2 bottles of water. We weren't anticipating such a long hike. We just went in to go look after one buck that was about 1.5 miles in, and ended up making an 8.2 mile circle.
We survived, so that's positive. CJ got a nice buck out of it. So we are just finished making some sandwiches, and we're gonna sit here for a second and then I think mosey our way home finally. But didn't think I could do it, but I did it. And we're still alive, so I guess stick with us. I still got a tag to fill too, but not today. Are you ready? Alright guys, we're going on, I think, day 3 of West River deer. It's been a little rough. Yesterday CJ and I did a 3-mile pack out for his whitetail, so we're hurting a little bit today. But we're out here to try to find my mule deer, hopefully, fingers crossed, buck. Unless I decide to change my mind, then I need a whitetail, but I'm pretty dead set on a mule deer buck. So we're out here again, and fingers crossed we can find a good one, and that way both our tags can be filled. And then we can actually recuperate for a little bit. But stick with us. We'll see what we can do.
Hurry up, get him done. If he stops broadside again.
We found a really nice muley, and I overthought it, and he got away. So now we're back at square one. So I guess maybe. It's now a maybe if I'll find you a deer. Or if I'll shoot you a deer. Sitting here watching this whitetail buck and this doe and a little buck, trying to go after the doe, but it's private land, so we can't hunt it. Well, we could get permission, but it's a little kind of a sticky situation. But it's a nice whitetail. I'd probably shoot it. So I don't know what the plan is next, but they're on the move, so maybe they'll hop the fence and we can go after it. But that's where we're at now. It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so maybe we'll have a buck down by the end of the day. Alright guys, it is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving out here in South Dakota, and I finally got to harvest my first buck ever. Thankfully I got to do it with CJ. He's definitely been a big help. So thank you for that. He's a really nice 4x4. He's got some really nice G2s and some brow tines. He's broke off here on the 3rd, but it was a good opportunity, a great adventure that at least we both got to do together, even though it feels like it's 10 degrees outside and snowing. But we're gonna get him taken care of and to the truck, and we're gonna head out. So I guess thanks for watching.